Well, the wind finally died down enough today that I can take a little video here. It was really blowing hard, so I wasn't thinking I was going to get anything filmed. But gonna walk through what I've got paired up for this year. The only thing you're not gonna see in this video are the white-crested blacks, because I'm gonna breed them indoors. The male, I don't know how well he would do in more exposed conditions like this, and I don't want to lose him because he's from a friend of mine. So he's gonna go in and be single mated to several different hens in the garage. It's pen 3 here. Pair of buffs, buff lace. The cockerel is one I just picked up at auction. Paid more than I wanted to for him, but he's got a light color to him and his shoulders are lighter than anything I've got, as far as I'm concerned, and by his leg band I can tell that he's nowhere near related to anything I've got. Pair of spangled muff games here, his brother-sister pair. Another pair of the spangled muffs. This stag did not end up being muffed, but I'm breeding him back to his mother. Pair of Cobra Azeels. It's the old hen bred back to a stag. Got a trio of Cobra Azeels in here. I don't normally do trios, but one of these is supposed to go to a buddy of mine, and I figured I'd just run her with my old brood cock till then. This stag here is a Morgan Gull cross, got just a little bit of gull in him. And I honestly don't know what I'm going to breed him to, because the hen I was going to breed him to got played with to death by the pups. So that just leaves the old hen that I'm doctoring right now and seeing if I can save. She's got something going on with her and I'm trying to treat her. Got an old Morgan hen here. This is the only Morgan I'm going to breed this year. I haven't decided if I'm going to breed her to the old brood cock of that side or if I'm going to breed her back to her son. I'll probably breed her to the old brood cock. Some work in progress here. These are out of a cross I made last year. Going to use them to start some whites. They're not whites even though they look like whites. Pair of white-crested cuckoos. This male is a double-barred cuckoo. These are full siblings. Another pair of white-crested cuckoos. This male is unrelated at all to any of the rest of mine. I gave the pullet, she got her head picked pretty bad before we got them split up in here. Non-bearded golds. Lindsay, if you see this, this is one of the males that I got from you that I bred last year, and a pullet from last year. Pair of the work in progress Bantam buffs, non-beardeds. Working on a separate line of non-bearded goldens of my own breeding. This pullet's being bred back to her father, which is a gold buff split. Another pair of my large buffs. You can see how red the shoulders are on these compared to that first one I showed you. I need to get that fixed. These are a little work in progress Bantam self buffs. Over here I'm working towards Bantam non-bearded golds. And this pullet is actually a full sister to the one that's over here. One just stayed smaller than the other because they've got Bantam in their ancestry. Blue Andalusians. I'm bouncing this cockerel over this blue hen and this black old hen. This is going to be the start of some bearded buff bantams. This cockerel's from Shannon Almond. And my other Andalusians for the year. This one's getting bred over this blue and this unrelated black here. And over here, I've got the old Sherry Parker bearded buff hen with her son, who is out of that last large non-bearded buff male you saw back there, that light colored one with the red shoulders. So it's half non-bearded, half bearded. This is his sister. He'll be bred over her. This is a bearded hen that I picked up at that same auction with that first non-bearded male that I showed you. And we got this pair here of non-bearded buffs that's my breeding. You see she's got a small crest on her and he's really orange. But every pen I'm penning up, I'm working on different things. So with this pen, I'm working on trying to get a better body on them as far as a wider body. That lighter colored male, I like his body shape a little better, but he's very narrow. And we've got this pair here of non-bearded golds. This is an old hen from Lindsay, bred to one of last year's cockerels. She always carries her tail that low, which that's why I kept her, because I want to try and balance out the high tails and the rest of them. So I'm only going to be pairing things up for just a few weeks here, and whatever I hatch, and I'm just going to shut it down for the year. That's why I'm going ahead with putting these pairs in these smaller pens, just so I can get everything hatched off at once. I don't really prefer to use pens this small, but they are 16 square foot, and a pair of large fowl Polish in theory takes 15 square foot. And especially like with these, the rooster is going to get rotated every couple of days to a different hen. So that's pretty much everything.